Howdy! The Scorpio full moon has passed, and with it, many different layers of ancestral, energetic, psychological, karmic energies have come forth. And we've all processed it and dealt with it in different ways. And we will, of course, see the aftercurrents of this moon continue to unfold in the weeks and months to come. Now, already the moon is up to something else. Basically, it's at 29 degrees Scorpio, and right now it's squaring the North Node in Leo and the South Node in Aquarius. Scorpio's energy is very intense, very intimate. It wants to go into spaces that sometimes it needs to go to find creative synergistic alchemy, and sometimes it wants to go into places that it shouldn't really be poking its nose in because it wants to find some kind of access to power, emotional security, validation, often in unpleasant ways. That is when Scorpio is operating from a more subconscious level of consciousness, I guess. Well, subconscious. But Scorpio can basically try to play, games of control and games of manipulation, or it can be quite open in what it wants to do and be very regenerative and transformative. Like I said in my earlier video, it's a wide range of what Scorpio can and wants to do. Just be aware of whatever you do and why you do it. But as it's squaring the nodes, it's already highlighting to us some of the major lessons and gifts that we are likely to be presented with between now till November 2018. And it's so interesting that this is already happening just after a major nodal shift and a major full moon. So Scorpio looks at Leo and asks, how do I, in a way that honors my power and the boundaries of others, access creative, sexual, sacral energy? Do I go into spaces without permission? Do I go into spaces after knocking on the door, representing myself for who I truly am? Or am I just going to play a puppet master game? With looking to Aquarius, Scorpio is going to look at Aquarius, and here the lines of control or potential control are very different, and the lines of engagement similarly so. Aquarius, unlike Leo, is an energy that comes through the mental channels. Leo's energy is a lot more vital and primal. So Aquarius' energy is going to be looking at the soul groups, the ideals, the visions of the world that we are presented with, and we are going to be asked to see which groups and which visions we truly align with. And not everyone has the same vision, and we don't need to. Life in the universe is like a giant symphony. If all of us were playing the same note on the same instrument, it would be boring. So feel free to not resonate with things, and feel free to look at things and go, maybe not what I'm looking for, or really what I'm looking for. It's up to you. So whether it's through social media, whether it's through friendship groups, whether it's through discussions in which you kind of pitch at each other your visions and your ideals of the world, this is the time where Scorpio is going to be looking at Aquarius going, well, do I see eye to eye with this person or with this group or with whatever it is I'm being presented with in social media land? Is this a good time for me to really express who I am and my vision and understanding of what power and collaboration is? Is this a good person or a good energy for me to really let the mask down, let the guard down, and to allow into my space? Really, is this ideal and is this vision in alignment with my own, and does it honor all of me? Not just the intellectual, cerebral parts, but the vital, passionate, squishy, emotional bits as well. So really, Scorpio, on the one hand, has a great deal to learn from its engagement with the North Node and South Node now, with the moon at 29 degrees Scorpio. But at the same time, there's also a lot of potential vulnerabilities that may arise, and also a lot of potential scopes for an abuse of one's use and reach of power. So be mindful of that as well. Try to treat gently. People will be looking to, extend themselves further than they may necessarily need to. Be calm, but be firm with your boundaries. And then if they don't listen a second time, then bring out the big stick if you really need to. Otherwise, just block them. Yeah. Just a quick heads up, there may be some weirdness for extra and additional weirdness for people who have significant placements near 29 degrees Taurus / 0 to 1 degrees Gemini, because that will then create a grand cross. So keep your eyes open. Look at whatever impulses are drawing you to deeper parts of yourself or deeper parts of other people, and consider with whom and how you want to connect and why. So, exercises and tests in the use of power and the articulation of boundaries. Take care. Goddess bless. Wait. And live long and prosper.